Hi, what's up guys? So boy Fly with another video. Welcome back to my channel. And solo leveling Arise will be the topic for today's video. Most especially JinWoo and how to level JinWoo, what to focus on, what gear to farm, and which skills should you level up for JinWoo right here, which stats should you focus on to, and which builds should you be using on this bad boy right here. Now JinWoo is your main character, the only playable main character for now. Maybe later in the future we're gonna get some region locked characters. We still don't know, it's just rumors, but we may be able to play with other characters later on. For now, only JinWoo is the main character on solo leveling and the main character here on the game. Now guys, if you guys are still not subscribed, I may want to ask you to please subscribe, because I've noticed that more than 90% of you are still not subscribed. And if you guys could please subscribe, that will be a major help for me and for the channel. And I'll be eternally thankful if you guys could please do that. If you guys are already subscribed, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything, for your love and support. You guys are really the best, and it is amazing to be part of this and to be here doing videos for you guys. Now, what I want to focus on JinWoo, I'm going to show you how my JinWoo is doing right now. The guy is looking very good. One thing that I can recommend if you guys are getting that error screen where your game just freezes and you guys cannot continue playing, one of the solutions that I found out was to use the default suit for JinWoo, the default costume for him. So I use this one right here. It's the beginning of the game and my game didn't froze anymore, so just use this if you guys are starting the game, this costume right here, the basic one. So this was a small tip. Again, let's go focus on this video topic. Now what you want to focus on JinWoo, the stats that you want to level up, one of them is strength, guys. Of course you need strength. I have tried many builds before. I wasted most of my gold, at least in the beginning of the game, doing that, and I kind of regret it. So this is the best build you guys could use, at least for now on early access, and it is to focus on strength and keep your perception at least precision at 80%. Your perception will improve your precision, so your precision you want to keep it at least 80%, 80 to 90%. Later on in the game maybe 90, focus on 90 or high 90s, but for now 80 for 90% is good, at least until level 65. So once focus on your attack and precision, the next thing that you want is critical hit rate. Now critical hit rate, I have around 60 points right here, or 50 because 10 are already included, but yeah, 60. And why do I have some points on there? Well, because crit rate will almost always double once a crit rate. Of course, once you hit a crit rate, you will double your damage. In my case, I can have more than double, 144%, which is very nice. But the most important things is because crit rate you can be obtained from one, your artifacts. Second, it will not only be obtained from your artifacts, but there are some artifacts that will gonna improve your crit damage and your major your overall attack. Okay, so I'm about to show you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this set right here. Once you have crit rate and once you have a 4-piece set, when landing a crit rate, the user has a 50% chance of increasing the attack by 1.6% for 100 times, guys. So this means if you land 2 crit rates, one of them will give you 1.6% extra attack, which is crazy. But if you land 200, because yeah, it's a 50% chance, 200, then you have 160% extra, at least on paper, extra attack. This is crazy, guys, crazy. So if you guys focus on crit rate, for me this is one of the best, if not the best, this is definitely the best build that you guys can get for JinWoo until for now, because we are on early access. After early access on global, I have heard that you're gonna get 8-piece sets. So yeah, the 8-piece sets may be the best sets for JinWoo, but for now this is what you want to focus on, at least for now. So the toughness set and the expert set. The toughness set, why? Because it gives 8% critical rate. That's what I have right here. for my Sun Jinwoo, and that's why I have that extra 50 points on agility right there. On agility here on my stats, let me go to Sun Jinwoo. And as you saw, I have my critical hit rate at 41.76%, which is around 42% since I don't have that much good gear. So 42% plus that 8% from the set, I have around 50, and then I get the weapon, so I get some more critical rate, around 60 to 70, something like that, depends on the situation. So it is kind of good, and this is the best set, at least the one that is better working for me, so I would recommend you for you too. Now here on the set on the left, you can only get, I just hope that's critical hit rate. Here on the left you can only get critical hit damage. They don't mix, guys, so you cannot get critical hit damage here, only on the left, critical hit rate only on the left, critical hit damage only on the right. And then here on the left, what you want to focus after critical hit rate is additional attack, at least until level 65, because it is proven, the math is done, and if you're lower than level 65, then the additional attack would be a major improve, and attack percent it won't be that good. But if you have nice substats, then yeah, maybe using additional attack wouldn't be that bad if you have, again, additional attack right here, attack percent above, but the opposite would be the best option to go for. Again, critical hit rate, second substat it should focus on is additional attack, third one maybe attack percent or damage increase, and that's it. Defense penetration is not that good because it doesn't make that much of a sense. Here on the boots you want to focus on the critical hit damage, and again here additional attack. Okay, for the right side what you want to focus on is on critical hit damage once again. If you get attack percent or additional attack, even better. If not, yeah, it's not that good, but what can we do? We cannot go against our RNG gods, and they're not favorable in this game. But yeah, critical hit damage right here. Also, if you can, dark damage, depending on the boss you're fighting. Water damage if I use the Grimoire. If not, I'm gonna use dark damage. But I don't have a nice ring for now, so I just use this one right here. Here you also want to go for attack percent, additional attack if you have. It's very nice. Here on the earrings the same. Also I don't have that much critical hit damage. I didn't add that much luck yet, but it really helps. So this is the best set for Sun Jinwoo. Then let's go for the skills. The skills here at the beginning of the game, you want to focus on multi-strike, death dance. Now without runes, you want to focus on these two at the beginning of the game. Then you also want to focus on the KTE skills, especially on Shadow Step. Why? Because Shadow Step will lower the defense from your target by 60% for 15 seconds. And this is huge. Also, the enemy will be very slow for 3 seconds. This is also nice. It's also nice because if the enemy is attacking, then you have time to use, for example, your ultimate or do some other skill. But especially using this skill right here, the Shadow Step, and your ultimate is a must. If you guys are gonna use the ultimate and don't do the KTE skill, the Shadow Step, then you guys losing on big damage. So use this, then use your ultimate once you can, and you're gonna deal a huge lot of damage, which is very nice. Now another skill that is very nice is one of these ones, the Commander Touch, especially this rune right here that deals 676 damage in my case, so 600% damage. And the user also recovers their mana points, also some power guard gauge, which is very nice. Yeah, it deals a lot of damage and it's good. Let me see another one. Also, it's good to focus on some mobs. If you have a lot of mobs, it's good for joining, for grouping them and then kill them. Another one that I have that I use, one of them is this one because it stuns the target. Let me see, this one also stuns the target and immobilize the target for 3 seconds. This one for 1 second. This right here for 3. It's also a nice skill, and not only that, you can also counterattack. Some say this is one of the best skills in the game. Not one of the, yeah, one of the best. Not the best one, but one of the best ones. But it is situational, guys. You need to learn how to use the counterattack, and you need to successfully use it. Also, it gives you 20% of Sun Jinwoo's HP as a shield, which is very nice. Also deals light break damage, heavy break damage. He has a lot of bonus in this skill. The only downside is that deals 450% damage. The cooldown is also good, 10 seconds. But yeah, it is situational. If you guys can land the counter attack, it is great. If not, yeah, it's still great because it stuns, but only if you're fighting, let's say, Igris, then this is a nice skill. Otherwise, I don't use it that much. Another skill that could be useful is this one right here, but it's a total flop because usually I don't get all the daggers to hit the target. For example, let me show you on the preview right here. It shows that all the daggers are hitting, but in game reality just split all the place. You don't hit all the time, but it is a nice skill. But I don't use it that much because you don't have that much place to use a fire element skill. But still, it will deal 30% damage every 3 seconds, taking up to 1 time, of course. And the damage the duration of the damage is 30 seconds. So in paper, it is good, but in reality it's not. Also the damage right here, it's not that great of a damage. So let's go for another one that deals kind of a nice damage. This one right here, 406% is also nice. If you have another runes, of course you're gonna have some more stats, some more effects. For example, this one right here, it would apply again the shields, auto counter attack, and would also stun the target for 3 seconds, which is also huge, so it's very nice. Another one that I use a lot is this one right here because it does a huge amount of damage, like 770% dark damage, and I also have 20% of the hunter will ignore 100% of the target's defense and attack when they attack. So this one could hit like hell, but sometimes it's not that practical. I mainly use this one right here. Why? Because it gives me super armor. Now if the boss is attacking and then I use this skill right here, it kind of gives me that super armor so I don't die, I don't get the damage, not immediately at least. Also gives some more critical hit rate, which we have a lot right now. But yeah, this is all the skills that I like to use. Let me see, I have another one right here. This one, the water damage, gives you shield. Is also a very nice skill to use, so I could recommend using these skills. Mainly the multi-strike, the death dance, every person has their favorite ones. Then you're gonna use the shadow step, and of course your ultimate. It's one of the best skills you can level up on the game. So next thing to show you are the hunters to play with JinWoo. The mainly ones that I use is Choi, best DPS in the game, no question asked. Is the most dealing character in the game, the most damage dealing character in the game. Second one, So you need her, she gives shield, she deals a lot of damage, she breaks. Perfect, one of the most valuable, if not the most valuable character you guys need on your team. Of course, depending the boss you're fighting. Then she's one of the best characters to have. Emma too, one of the best characters to have. I would say these three are on the top one characters you guys need in the game. I literally re-rolled my account only for her because I didn't get her in the other account, so I really re-rolled just to get her. I got her, it was amazing. Emma got her. This is in the beginning of the game. She's also amazing because she breaks everywhere. Almost all attacks that she has are gonna break, light damage break, medium break, crazy break. So she breaks and you want to use the break set on her. Also you want to use this set right here on the right side, the one that gives you 30% extra damage when you have less than 70% HP. Here also the same, toughness sets also the same, especially once you have her weapon, because her weapon gives more critical hit damage. So if you can build her as a critical hit rate character, then she's gonna slap a lot, or punch you, not only slap. She's crazy. For him you're gonna put this armored set for the attack percent and ignoring the 15% of target's defense. Very nice. You can also use the ultimate if you guys have him more than A1, but yeah, it's kind of situational, so I prefer to use this set right here. It deals more damage. Now another character you guys could use is this guy right here until level 50. You see I leveled him up until level 50. Because in the beginning of the game I was kind of squashy and the mobs would kill me. But now after level 50 it's not a question of survivability. It's more a question of who deals the most amount of damage and if you can can defeat the boss in the 3 minutes, so until the time runs out. So these 3 characters are a must. If you guys don't have them, you can also use other characters, but they are really useful. They are very nice for your team. So the weapons, let me show you the weapons. The plum sword is what I recommend in the beginning of the game. So if you don't have the plum sword, yeah, you may be passing by. If you have another weapons, okay, but the plum sword is like what you should aim for in the beginning of the game. A0 is already amazing. One, because when you use the skill, it already increases the critical hit damage by 12%, taking up to 3 times. And then when you use the skill and use the dash, this skill right here, the swift flight, once you use it and then successfully perform a dash, you also have another effect. So this weapon at A0 already has 2 effects, which is crazy. Second effect, the full bloom, it increases the user speed of plum sword once again by 20%. So this is very nice. You can use this skill once again. Then it also increases the attack by 4% and the user's critical hit rate by 4%. So this is amazing for A0. If you get it to A1, even better, because after using the skill, once again, it applies another effect, the amplifying draw, and also increases the user probability of landing a critical hit on the next attack by 32%, and also increases your skill damage by 32%. This time the duration is only 3 seconds, before it was 8 seconds, and infinite. So this weapon is broken, one of the best weapons in the game. Maybe for me the best weapon of the game. I have seen it. If you level it up to A5 or A10, it will be the Grimoire because of all the effects. Because this weapon right here, it freezes your enemy, and then you have also the frost effect, which is very crazy. But for now at A0, it's already amazing. It also because it freezes the enemy. One, because it also deals water damage, so if you fight Cerberus or other fire damage boss, it's a must. And not only that, but while the character is your target is frozen, it also deals an extra 10% of damage equal to the damage you dealt during the 4-second duration. So another weapon that you guys will have and is free, totally free, and as you guys can see, that's the weapon that I level up the most because I always use her as a second weapon, and is the scythe. The scythe is crazy because when the user HP is below 70%, you get an extra 25% critical hit rate, and this blows every weapon from now on. Not only that, but the skill also deals a bunch of damage, 1600%. It is very nice, so very nice to use. It deals very nice amount of damage, and it is free, guys, so why not just use it? If you guys are free to play, this is going to be a must for you. If you guys are a pay to win player, then yeah, maybe you shouldn't focus on the scythe, but you're free to play. Scythe is very nice. Now the fourth weapon that I would recommend to you, it will be, yeah, okay, the fourth weapon, maybe the moon blades. If you spend a lot of money in the game, or a bit, and you have the moon blades at A3, the moon blades are a bit better than the plum sword, but only that then at A3. If not, plum sword, go for the plum sword before. If you have the moon blades and you get luck to get it, then yeah, just skip it. And if you don't have the plum sword, just skip it. Otherwise, I would still go for the plum sword. Next weapon, the west wind. West wind goes crazy, slaps like crazy, and the more cards that you have, the more it will deal more damage. For example, at A1, it already deals more 160% damage for the secret bullet, and after you get the A1 to A2, 8% more damage, wind damage. A3, once again, secret bullets will have an increase on damage, this time by 30%. It's taking up to 5 times, guys. 5 times 30%, that's 150% extra. Of course, maybe you may not be stacking 5 times, but still 2 times. You stack 2 times, it's 60. Stack 3 times is 90%. This is crazy. This weapon is just crazy. So if you guys didn't level up yet, like me, for the end game, you may gonna need it. If you have other best weapons like the SSRs, yeah, okay, you're done. But if you don't, then West Wind is the one to go for. Even on the bosses that you guys are gonna have, this weapon just slaps. It deals a lot of damage, and if you have a lot of luck on the RNG, then you get more copies of it. Wow, it's gonna be even crazier. So this weapon is also a must. but from now on I'll have that much resources. You guys can see I'm a very low spender. I spent like 10 euros on the game. What was it? Something like that for that pass. For the 30 days, it gives you some more golden experience. That was the only thing I spent on. And the West Wind would be a nice weapon to level up if I had the resources. So yeah, focus on those weapons. So guys, for the shadows, what I recommend is tank. Why? Because it also stuns. Otherwise, you could go for blades. Many people choose blades. I would say later on you can focus on blades, because when you level him up, you're gonna get some more extra stats. It gives 3% attack, and it's very nice. Another thing that you guys, let me see, Idris is one thing that you could level up, but from now on, if you guys don't have all the shadows unlocked, don't focus on leveling up one specific character, one specific shadow. But for me, what I would be aiming for is to get tank, because it stuns. Again, later I may go for iron because of Emma. I wanted that HP, and maybe I will go for blades or the new shadow that is coming too. Of course, if you guys spend some money on the game, then you don't need the stun and you don't need the HP, then go for blades. Okay, if you guys are just going aggressively on the game, just go for blades. So guys, that was it. The things that you need for the game are this. Of course, if you guys want to check the blessing stones, this is more of an RNG. You guys cannot control this with stones you get, which kind of sucks. But yeah, it's a lucky base game, is a gacha game, so this is how it is. You cannot farm some blessing stones, unfortunately. It would be nice if you could farm some specific blessing stones, even though it would be hard. It would be nice, but it is not possible for now in the game. But the blessing stones that you guys could have had is one of these right here. It increases the attack by 4%. It also increases the attack from the enemy by 4%, but still it's nice. Second one would be this one right here, to break. It increases the break effect by 30%, the break damage also by 30%. Huge. This is huge for Igris, for example. This is a must. It's a really nice blessing stone. The other one, where is it? That's a dagger. This dagger right here, when attacking enemy who has 70% or less HP, then you deal more, 14%. This one just blows my mind because how good it is. 14% extra damage overall. Crazy, crazy. Also the mana one is also good. Another one that I had luck to have is the Monarch's Domain, because the shadows would then deal 100% of your attack every second for 8 seconds. This is good, but of course, if you guys want to deal the most amount of damage, then advanced attack will be even better. Also the mana one, what is it? This one right here could also be very nice, because at the beginning of the game you just can spam your skills a lot often. So yeah guys, that was it for now. That is the guide for Sun Jin-woo, what you should level up, what you should focus on if you guys just start playing the game. If you guys are already lucky to play on early access, this is what you should be focusing on. If you guys are watching the video after global launch, then this is what you should be focusing on the beginning of the game. Later on, with the new updates, they may change. And if you guys think that I may have left some information out, there is something to add up to this guide tutorial, don't forget to drop a comment down below. Also, if I could be helpful to you, if I was helpful and you find this information helpful for you, informative, then don't forget to drop a like. It would be amazing if you guys could do that. That will help that this video doesn't fall to the cracks of YouTube. That will be amazing for me, and I'll be very thankful for you guys. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and if you guys are still not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It would be amazing if you guys could please do that. I'll thank you from my heart. So thank you so much, have a nice day, and I'll see you guys the next time. Happy gaming, stay safe, stay well, see you guys, cheers.